never need prescriptions, but I'm smoking on that medical. Laughing to the bank, this shit hysterical. I could lead the Israelites to Jericho. Heard she got a boyfriend, I know she think I'm sexy though. I'm not an ordinary local rapper, I'm professional. Why you roll oregano? I'm in a place they never go. Threaten me to never show. More money, more problems, bitch. Who's to say we better, bro? You don't chase your dreams, you may never know. You may never know. Well, I'm a little reminder. Show up with my squad, black gloves, peaky blinders.
Ramily, my new intro, White Wave, local rapper out of Massachusetts. Dwight Pebbles on the actual making of the intro, so I appreciate both you guys. So I just want to make a quick video because with the trade deadline looming, there's been a lot of rumors. Of course, the Rams are involved in a lot of those rumors. But this is the retool Rams. So they're playing everything kind of safe. Haven't made any splash moves, just little moves here and there to add depth and get them by. For example, bringing in Darrell Henderson, Myles Gaskin, things that aren't really world beating news, but it was obviously effective for us, especially just last week with Henderson really looking good. Rumors that we're hearing are Montez Sweat, Chase Young, start there. Washington is struggling. They are a team that started off good, and then the reality hit, and they showed their true self. Washington has been a team this year that can't seem to puzzle it together. Players on defense are getting frustrated. It's the same thing year over year over year. It's time for them to just clear house, get some assets in, and send these guys that they're not going to be able to pay Sweat and Young. They've already said they're not going to be able to pay both. So it comes down to which one are they really going to move? Of course, I would prefer Chase Young. He's 24. Montez Sweat is 27. The thing is, realistically, I think Sweat will be more obtainable due to his age. Chase Young being young, that right there just adds value to any player, especially if they're on the same playing level. Both guys this year have been playing great. Young has 5 sacks. Montez Sweat has 5.5 sacks. They're getting pressures. This is what we would need. Now, Hoyt had 2 sacks this week, but then slowed down, right? He has 2.5 on the year. So this was really his coming out game. But those sacks came early in the game. And it seems like this is what happens with the Rams. Teams are able to just chew clock on us. They're gassing out. They're very young. We need someone to supplement Aaron Donald, and we need to do this for Aaron Donald. We want to keep Aaron Donald happy, right? Nothing would keep Aaron Donald more happy than a solid edge presence opposite Byron Young. Byron Young has been playing great this year, but he is a rookie, and he does need help. Aaron Donald definitely needs help because teams are just blocking him, taking him out of the game plan. So if we get Sweat and Young in here, things will look really good on our end. Another rumor that always swirls, Brian Burns. Panthers have came out and said they're not trading him, but we've seen this happen before. Teams have said a player's not on the trade block, and then they trade him. It just happens. If the offer is too good to pass up, then they will take it, because most of the time, every player is tradable if the price is right. Brian Burns, last year, we were offered 2 firsts and a third, I believe, and they rejected it. But if they don't trade Brian Burns and he decides not to come back to Carolina, then they get nothing. So it comes down to, do they feel Brian Burns is going to come back? And at what price? Because he's going to want max money. He's going to want Bosa plus money, especially if he has to stay in Carolina and stay on a team that is winless this year. Now, I'm not saying the Rams are world beaters this year at 3-4. We're looking pretty average, but we are right outside the playoff picture at the 8th seed. Getting someone like Brian Burns, I'm sure he would love to play with Aaron Donald, who won it. I'm sure he would love to play in California, who won it, and play in the best stadium in the world, SoFi. So, Brian Burns, of course, is always at the top of every Rams list, but he might be the hardest to get, and he will cost the most. Another rumor that's going around now, and the Rams supposedly did peak interest in Derrick Henry from the Tennessee Titans. Now, this one, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I would love to see a backfield with Henry and Kyron Williams when he's back from IR. But at what cost would we need to pay to get Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry's prime has been wasted with the Titans. They were competitive for years. Mike Vrabel's a great coach, but they just can never get over the hump because quarterback play always hurt the Titans. Derrick Henry never hurt the Titans. And Derrick Henry's always been the focus of the other defense because he is the offense. He is what makes the Titans go. He is closing in on 30, so we should not give up anything more than like a fourth. I'll be fine with a fourth and maybe a seventh, right? Package that, send it to the Titans. You could find a lot of late round gems, so even a fourth rounder, I'll be content with it. But if we get Derrick Henry, we need to compete this year for a Super Bowl. But I don't feel that is our biggest need. I legit feel that our biggest need is edge. So 3 of the first 4 guys I've named have been edge. Now, there's guys in Denver that are becoming available. Supposedly the whole defense, now even Patrick Surtain's available. Cornerback could be another use for us. Our corners have actually played pretty good, but the consistency is not there with Darion Kendrick mainly. Kobe Durant has not played up to par of what I've expected. So, I mean, if you can get Patrick Surtain, a young, elite cornerback, and the price is right, I think you take it. But and Daniel Hunter was on my list, but because Minnesota's winning now, there's no way they move him. They're going to get Jefferson back in a couple weeks. I think they're on a hot streak. They just beat San Francisco. I think they're going to try to get in the playoffs at this point. If they continue to lose, Daniel Hunter would have been at the top of my list. Guy's a freak athlete, getting great pressure, a lot of sacks. But realistically, right now, you have to look at Washington as the most realistic option, getting one of those 2 guys. I would say Sweat is the most realistic option for us of everyone. I think Chase Young, they're going to try to hold on to him more than Sweat. But the Rams do have to make a move. We can't show Stafford, Cup, Donald, these veterans that want to win a Super Bowl, that we're just going out, just throwing whatever we have, and it's not working, and saying, hey, it is what it is, right? We'll play for next year. We have a solid team this year, just missing that edge and a few pieces that could really help us make a push. I mean, right now it's Philadelphia and everyone else, if you ask me, in the NFC, and we played them tough. If we could get some edge help to pressure these quarterbacks that we're going to face in the playoffs, it would really help, and it really boosts Aaron Donald, as we've seen with Von Miller and as we've seen with Dante Fowler. When we make a move for an edge, good things happen. The time is now. The trade deadline's approaching. So let me know your thoughts, what you think. Make sure to subscribe, like, share with all your Ramily and other NFL family. I'm your boy Ramsaholic, and I'm out.
Coldest days, they know I always hit my shot. That's where the fucking Kobe's grave. And when I spit, it's so insane. And when you spit, they don't replay. I'm in that green Celtic starter jacket. What happened to that car, boy? Man, we thought you had it. Look, I'm a little reminder. Show up with my squad, black gloves, Peaky Blinders. If you run, we find ya. Gotta keep your head head straight, can never look behind ya. Time to kill every rapper till these labels sign ya. Illuminati, every necklace we rock cold, and every song we drop is fire.